Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers third party review. Yes, I said it there. I'm putting Robot Hero in the third party section. Firstly, before I start this video, I would like to apologise for any exterior noise you guys and gals can hear. As you may or may not be aware, my little base of operations is based in a garden shed with semi-soundproofed walls, but unfortunately the felt was torn off the shed last night in the strong winds, so it's quite exposed and I'm having to wait for somebody to come and fix it for me due to the fact that having one working leg makes climbing a ladder fairly difficult. I can't do it myself. So yes, if you hear birds singing and owls hooting, that's why. This is the CG-04 from Robot Hero. The box isn't normally this damaged. I told my son he can use some boxes to make a den. I didn't think I'd actually have to state don't use the boxes with toys in. That's my fault. It's just a brown shipping box. I don't really keep any of my third-party boxes anyway, so yes, it didn't come with a big scratch in it. TF Direct always package their products very well indeed. It's a brown box, nothing more to say. Let's crack him open. And here we have him out of the brown box. I do love how they ship these guys with the legs compressed. A more compact package helps with shipping costs. Like we got with their Skywarp, he does come with a set of these stickers. Now, I'm not going to apply these. I'm going to hope that somewhere like Toy Hacks, Repro Labels, does something for these, because these feel very cheap. I didn't like how they looked on Skywarp, and I'm struggling to take them off Skywarp, so be very wary. If you apply these, assume that they're going to stay on there. Now, as well as a set of stickers, we just get the instruction manual, part of their Airstrikes team. We get the black pilot, and we get the two guns, and we get the alternate head sculpt, which I will show in greater detail. We get one of the large base stands, we get the nice clear flight stand, and we get the blue Megatron clip, although we don't get a Megatron gun itself. Now, there are a few things we have to do with Thundercracker before we go from package to play. Bend over the wing sections on the shoulder, rotate the arms and fists around, attach the ball-mounted guns, move the tail fin sections to the side, and separate and extend the legs, fold down the toes and rotate, slide the leg sections up until they click, open up the heel spur sections. And here we have him in all of his glory. What a gorgeous blue. I think that the earlier MPs, the MP3, 4, 5, 6, they were all really underestimated. Yes, okay, we had the customizers modify the sections that used to hang down from the hips and mount them on the legs. Hasbro and Takara then used this same method, and we then started getting the cartoon and toy inspired paint schemes, and these were just kind of forgotten about and put on the shelves, and I really liked those colours. They were really unique and vibrant, and they looked professional. They looked like a masterpiece should. I'm glad that Robot Hero have brought these colours back. Yes, they're not going to be your cartoon accurate figures if you're going to display these with your MPP10s, but at the same time, they look like stunning interpretations of those G1 characters. As previously mentioned, we do get two sculpts with this. We get the kind of smirking face and we get the standard face. With the original Masterpiece figures, you actually got three slightly different faces for Skywarp, Starscream and Thundercracker. These, unfortunately, the smirk is exactly that. It's the same smirk with all three figures. And this guy, his head definitely stays on and moves around a lot less than what I got with my Skywarp. My Skywarp had a bit of a bobblehead until I changed it out for the smirking head. This one is pretty tight. I've had no issues with any of my Robot Hero joints. If anything, sometimes they're a little bit too tight. I will just say, this tail fin, the side wing sections, it does like to pop off. I'm not really sure why. There's no obvious reason, but when I bend it down, it's kind of a lot like a lucky dip. It does tend to pop off, and sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But other than that, you know, that's literally nitpicking. It's a stunning figure. It's a gorgeous, kind of deep, almost aquamarine blue. You've got some nice little yellow accents there on the side with the red. You've got the same detailing as we got with Skywarp and Starscream, only due to this being the blue, I guess, the white just seems to pop just that little bit more. Got some nice silver paint around the head sections. We still have the chest missiles. None of these are painted up, but the undersides of the turbines. What a gorgeous deep red there. It's the same red that they've used on these sections here. Again, that's a very nice metallic red. I like the crotch sections here. They're almost smoked, I guess. They're not the same silver as we've used for the abs. They've used various different paints here. Again, with the abs and the upper chest here, this is more of a smoked grey as opposed to the silver. Got the nice kind of an off black there inside that chest area. And again, got silver highlights. Got the blue on the tips of the forearms. And just looking at the rear of the figure, there's a reason the Seekers are a very popular mould. They've done a very good job at capturing the characters in these figures. They're not perfect, and I know that Make Toys are releasing their Seekers and they're much tidier, but I love the mould. I was very late to the Seeker party, but I am very established on the scene now, and I love the fact that it's thriving. Now, I believe they are giving us Sunstorm, but done in the iGear orange, which is going to be a must-buy. It really is, and I've not heard otherwise, but I think that their Soundwave is going to be this size as well, and I pray that he comes with his cassettes, because having Ravage, Rumble, Frenzy, Laserbeak, Ratbat, all of those guys would be fantastic having them in this scale. Now, if this is your first time viewing a Seeker mould, where have you been? I'll just go over the articulation. It's the same with this figure as it is with all of the smaller versions. The head is ball mounted. It can go look up and down. We can go left and right, and we can get some quizzical poses going on there. The arms are on a ratchet. With Robot Hero, though, they have tabbed in these chest sections here, so we don't get any chatter on that chest at all, which was a very welcome thing. The arms can come up to the side on a friction joint. We get an upper bicep rotation. The lasers, null rays, guns, they are ball mounted on two balls. We get a double jointed elbow, a very clean elbow with a nice piston which disappears into the forearm. The hands can rotate. They are pinned at the base of the fingers, and they have an additional point of articulation on each finger, and the thumb is ball mounted. We do get some rotation in the waist there, and due to the fact that this has a huge metal frame and a giant big metal pin here, this entire torso section is now shake-free. Nothing moves, unlike the original Hasbro and Takara Seekers, where they would turn into a wobbly mush. Although they've given us these lovely side skirts and front skirts, the legs are still somewhat hindered and can only come this far forwards. They can come this far backwards, again hindered by these skirt sections. Out to the side that far. We do get upper thigh rotation. We do get the Seeker double jointed knee, which really we can't benefit from at all. It's really hindered, and it's not a very attractive joint at that. Straightening those legs out, we get the twizzle on the toe there, the heel can go up and down, and we get these thruster sections which are ball mounted. Although the articulation is somewhat limited on these Seeker molds, the fact that they give us a display stand can make all of the difference. We can have him kind of leaping up, taking flight away from the Autobots or their fellow Decepticons, and it can really add some dynamic attributes to a figure. Here we have the main trio together. We do have Green Scream still off to the side, but these are the main three themselves. They just have so much character. Now, I would like somebody to come out with some different faces for these. They're not difficult to change out. I just think it's literally all that's lacking from these is the different expressions separating these three. They're not generic characters. These are all very different characters in the G1 continuity, and I would just like to express that a little bit more with their facial sculpts. Here they are with the boss bot himself. I'm really looking forward to the Wei Zhang interpretation of Megatron. They're also giving us an Ironhide. I believe they're giving us an oversized version of Optimus Primal as well, which would be interesting to say the least. I love these oversized ones. They're never going to overtake the official Masterpiece line. It's just something, if somebody wants some nice looking figures to put around the corners of their display, and these are definitely a very nice option. They're definitely up there on the scale of KO figures. The MPP10 is the definitive. He is the 10 of KOs these days, and these are definitely an 8 or a 9. They are equal to, if not better, than most of the competitors on the market. Now, the transformation for Thundercracker doesn't differ at all from the standard Seeker transformation. The only real highlight that I would like to draw your attention to is the addition of these nice teeth sections that they've given us for the sliding ratchet and this massive grey metal pin. This entire section here is die-cast. It has so much heft to it. Now, I know die-cast is not an essential piece of any figure. Sometimes it's more of a hindrance, and people essentially think that because a figure has die-cast it makes it better. That's definitely not the case, but with joints like this, it's definitely a welcome addition to strengthen this area. And here we have him all transformed up. Now, this mode especially, I really feel that paint really does pop. If you look, it's actually a pearlescent blue as well. So vibrant. This section here doesn't really want to tab in fully. It's not going anywhere. I could lift it up by the wings and it wouldn't come out, but it's not really as close there as I would like. There's a nice big lump of metal here, so the cockpit section tabs in exceptionally well. We have the pilots inside already there, and we have your landing gear. He's actually about to bring the landing gear up. Now, like the other Seeker molds, we do have the chance to move that section out, revealing the radar dish. We can move these panels up and down to adjust his flight, and of course we do get the standard Seeker piston-driven air brake. Now, as far as scale goes, this is the standard Masterpiece size smokescreen. It was a Lazy Eyebrow reviewer that brought this to my attention, that it could be a possibility. I think this scale works incredibly well. As much as I'd like to display my bots in their bot mode, I think I may display some of these Seekers in this jet mode and kind of have them alongside the standard Masterpiece, because kind of like launching off, taking off to the side, because I really think that works. I mean, even if we got to the point of taking the pilot out and just squaring him up against, you know, he's probably just a fraction too small, but that definitely works, doesn't it? Now if you do choose to add your stickers on, they're actually in two separate sections. This here is a sticker, and then these sections here are stickers as well. They do feel very papery in comparison to normal stickers. I'm not a fan. I don't like what it did to my Skywarp figure, so I won't be applying these to the Thundercracker. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the CG-04 Thundercracker, part of the Airstrikes team by Robot Hero. This is their 4th Seeker, and in my opinion, probably on par with Starscream. I still think Skywarp is the best, but these are all very professionally made. They've got good paint applications, nice tight joints, and overall shelf presence is fantastic. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks again to TF Direct for making this review possible. Once again, the shipping was flawless. People ask me how long does it generally take. They ship out via EMS. Usually get the shipping tracking number within a day or so. I mean, I've had parcels arrive in 2-3 days after ordering them. I mean, that's insane. I'm in the UK, they're in China. That's physically impossible. I can't post a letter to somebody down the road and it arrive in that sort of time. But at the same time, sometimes they get waylaid in China, which is out of the store's hands, and it can take a week, maybe 2. But either way, you get a tracking number so you can track where your item is. Honestly can't wait to see what else Robot Hero have in store for us, and alongside the likes of Kubambao and Wei Zhang, we're going to have the need for a KO oversized version of an IKEA detail. These guys are going to take up some serious space. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, share it and subscribe, and until next time, from myself and Thundercracker, ho, goodbye.